What's going on, everybody? It's David Palmer, the Leo King, and I am doing my show, Uncut Astrology, where I go deep into the astrology and take off all the layers. And this is for the week of April 29th through May the 5th, Cinco de Mayo 2015. And I am sending you all my blessings, all of my love, and all of my Leo heart out to you who are watching. And how's everybody doing? Real crazy energy, right? From the extremes to the other. Last week I talked about how the universe is trying to rebalance and the energy is all over the place rebalancing, but there's the beauty of that we are rebalancing, that the universe is coming into, well, at least what I like to think, some sort of sanity. We are coming into a lot of new energy. And the reason why I think that this is going to be a great week for everybody is we got a big full moon. We got Mercury shifting into Gemini, where it loves to be, even though we're going to talk about how it's going to be a unique Mercury in Gemini. And I just feel that this is a great opportunity for souls on Earth to make powerful and exciting change in the unique individual of each person and collectively. But this is a very unique time to be alive. And before we go into the exact astrology, I was on the beach today and I was riding my bike, and last night I had kind of gone over a lot of the stuff that got me here, like old videos and old theories that made me become an astrologer. And one of them is Time Wave Zero, which you should look it up. It's Terence McKenna. And, you know, there's these waves of energy that the I Ching, that mathematically, that the planets, that it comes in. And coming into 2012 is very unique because the wave sort of ended, actually. And there's been this new wave that has been coming up in the universe. And so that's what we felt for the last 3 years, is this extreme new wave coming up into the world, and how that feels, and this powerful revolutionary feeling, because as a species we're used to always being in the wave. And sure, sometimes the wave's big, small, but this wave crashed and a new one has risen. And so as this new one has risen, and as we've come out of the last 3 years with the Pluto-Uranus square and all this crazy energy, we're now starting to catch the wave. And when you catch the wave, you can do whatever you want. You know, this is where you start to, are you gonna ride it cool? You're gonna tube it out, you know? Like, are you goofy footed? Like, you know, I'm very Cali on the beach and I grew up in the ocean my whole life. So the wave analogy for me is beautiful. But to come to where we're at now in our lives, the wave's here. There's no more waiting game. There's no more, oh, until this happens, I can make what I want happen in my life now. Or maybe this feeling will change eventually. Maybe this planet needs to come. Maybe Jupiter needs to come to my rising. No. No. We are at a new wave. And this is time. Those eclipses and that Pluto-Uranus square was the last signal. It was like, it's time to go. Mercury coming into Gemini speeds things up. A big full moon coming here in the most determined signs, Scorpio, Leo, Taurus. It's about determination now. It's about rising up. It's about this Jupiter in Leo, because really this full moon is going to be squaring Jupiter. And it's time to expand the heart. Taurus and Scorpio are deterministic. What do you have? Do you have the willpower? Do you have the emotion? Do you have the drive? Do you have the passion? And with Jupiter involved, it's about the square too. Do you have the ambition in your life? Are you ready to step up to the plate now? Are you ready to come out and do something about your life? You have to now. This full moon is asking for us to expand, to grow. It's time to, well, with big squares to Jupiter, sometimes it can be over boisterous or over pushing or over indulgent. But I think that when the universe comes in with like a really extreme, juicy milkshake with, you know, it's too many calories, but once in a while it's okay to like have that. That's what the universe is coming in with. It's time to like indulge in what you want in your life. It's time to indulge in what will make you happy. It's time to indulge in the life that you want to have. This is the time. Mercury in Gemini is here to speed things up and look at a lot of facts, but it opposes Saturn this week. So these big visions have to come into focus. Yes, it's important to gather facts and it's important to speed things up, but Saturn in Sagittarius determines a big plan, a long-term plan now. These are long-term plans. This isn't just about riding the wave to ride it. This is about, well, where are we riding it to? And is this going to be the ride of our life? There's no more waiting. Because if you look at all the energy right now that's coming in this week, a full moon in Scorpio, a square to Jupiter in Leo, the most deterministic energy you're going to see in a long time. And with Mercury and Saturn in Sagittarius and Gemini, this is a time to go. This is a time to act. Mars finishing in Taurus throughout this energy is preparing us. That it's not that we have to really like jump at it, but I think that it's ability in our soul to start to proceed forward and start to step into change, because the sun trines Pluto this week as well. And it's after this full moon that it really is time to clear the decks. The universe is stabling out. I don't care what anybody says. Like, sure, it's crazy. Earth has crazy things happening. We're having riots. We're having all this stuff. That's not actually what you see in astrology transit right now. You could actually, I think astrologers are bad when they like force, transits upon something. Oh, well, that was because of this. Literally, the craziness from an energetics perspective is that we went from such an extreme to such a stable that when that happens, guess what happens? Craziness has nowhere to go, or it's not even used to being absorbed. Some of it reflects off, some people don't know how to deal with it. The energy doesn't know how to go. I mean, I used last week why PTSD was such a good way to describe this. And, just so some people know, I've been battling an anxiety disorder for the last couple years. So I know about this. It can be crazy sometimes, but it's over. And there's something about how reliving it and re-being it, even though it's gone, in the calm, in the normal. We're so used to chaos. We're so used to change. We're so used to time wave zero ending in 2012. We haven't even taken a second yet to breathe and figure things out and try and get back to normal. And now normal is not like, typical normal in the world, right? We're talking about that, yes, there has been crazy dimensional shifts internally as a soul. There has been crazy, wild strength that we have had to overcome. But it's time to do something with that. It's not time to be like, oh my God, I went through another crazy test. I went through another crazy test. Those tests gave you the strength and the determination now to go for your happiness, to go for what you've desired in your life, to go for what you want. Why do you think Saturn's coming back into Sagittarius here? Well, it's already going to be May, so next month. Oh my gosh. It's perfect timing. Is that this determination that comes in this week to make the change in your life that you know you need to make. That it's time to go for your desires, to go for your wants, to become the person that you want to be. And that you have risen to the challenges. And this is where your mind needs to meet your beliefs and be on the same page. This is where your deterministic willpower, strength, heart, value of self needs to match that mind and that belief structure as well. And Mercury coming into Gemini has a lot to deal with, right? It's got to also deal with all that Neptune energy that's over there, that Chiron energy in Pisces. It can become a little confusing, and our heads are going to have to figure this one out. Our heads are the ones, our head is the one that is tripping out still from the craziness. Our soul and our spirit and our bodies are ready to indulge in the person we want to be again. So this is time. And I wanted to bring up 2012 and time wave zero because the last 3 years was such a unique place to be as a human being, and we are moving into the new human right now, that it's time to start to see that come. It's time to start, watching this new energy come in now. And it's not that it's just radical. I think people need to really see the gradual energy that's changing, and that it's a gradual thing. But it's time to shift chapters. That was the theme of last week, and I think it was so crazy. The universe, it's hard to know how to change chapters sometimes when it's so extreme, This week, we finally have the ability to start to move the energy, and the chapters change. Sure, we might have the first page in, but at least we're getting into it now. And this full moon is happening in the meat and potatoes. I call the fixed signs the meat and potatoes because they're in the middle of the seasons. And it's happening literally in the middle of the season, in the middle of the signs. It's at 13 too, which is kind of like a unique number. But this is about the meat and potatoes of your life now, the meat of your soul. Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo is the meat. And with Jupiter involved, this is about your beliefs. With Saturn opposing Mercury, your beliefs. I mean, this is huge belief structure stuff. Do you believe that you can really move into this new chapter? Or are you still doubting? Are you still questioning? Are you still lost? Is your mind still thinking that there's going to be extreme chaos when really there's not? It's important to take breaths. It's important to see things logically now and smart, and do your homework. Do your history. Step outside of the drone energy. Step into a wide angle of things now. Put things together. This is a time to start to put all the pieces together and get the excitement back of what that is. This is a very unique window here, because with Saturn still in Sag, which I'll be honest, Saturn coming back into Scorpio is taking us back to work over the last 2.5 years in the craziness, and even though it's been crazy, I think Saturn in Scorpio is definitely going to be a major test in our lives. So this window here is to get another nice preparation, a nice determination back into the swing of things. So when we go down deep and deal with the last hidden, deep, emotional, life transformational work that's happening right now, we're more prepared with our belief structure. We're more prepared with our determination, our will, our heart. This is a time for love and happiness to come ripping out. It's time to drink that 5,000 calorie sundae with Reese's on top. Because sometimes you have to. Sometimes you have to. Sometimes we need that shoulder rub. Sometimes we need that amazing sex in our life. Sometimes we need that amazing connection that's just so overwhelming and so powerful inside of ourselves of want, desire, and need and happiness, that it could actually bring us back to life. Oh my gosh, thank you, Beach. This is about bringing you back to life this week. So, anyways, there's the week. Yeah, kind of crazy. Is there anything else I'm missing here? Sorry, I did that all without looking at any notes or a chart. Venus. Venus finishes in Gemini, and I think that it's coming into such a nice spot that this allows us to get out and play and have fun and talk and do crazy things again without feeling so stressed. The stress is going to be that you're not eating the ice cream. The stress is going to be that you're choosing not to have the sex. Sorry, the old Leo King's back. The issue is that you're not indulging, okay? And that you're not having your flirty fun in Gemini, you know? Like if you're not, then this week is not gonna bring you back to life, I'm sorry to say. So you're gonna have to like, kind of learn to have fun again, kind of learn to be crazy fun again, kind of learn to step out of the classroom and go to recess a little bit again. Because I think that we haven't been there for a long time. And the life force is coming back. I want to say a couple things. I'm giving away free 6-month memberships to my app and my website with all the daily videos, my sun sign horoscopes and everything. All you got to do is email me info@theleoking.com and send me a video of how my horoscopes have impacted you, maybe changed your life, or what they mean to you, or what they've done to you in your life. Because I'm putting a cool video together for my app and for my website to reach the masses more. And I'd love to connect people who have never seen the Leo King before with other awesome people who watch to see what they think, so they could feel what you feel, experience what you experience. So I'm putting together this cool teaser video, and you know, anybody who sends me a video and I pick that video to be used in the commercials, I'm gonna give you a free 6 months of my app. So, and the website. And if you haven't joined, join now. We're having a killer time on there. I got all these new features coming that have been coming out, and more importantly, I've been doing the daily text message. So you get a text, well, it's not a text, it's a push notification on your phone, like, hey, you know, this is happening. Hey, this is going on, like to the minute, like, you know, like, so get on it. This is the way to get me every day in your life with love, relationships, sun sign horoscopes, on video, every day. I'm here to inspire you with my life and my love, and with astrology and connecting to the universe, and just getting you on your greatest track ever. And I love you guys so much. I do. I'm gonna try and do a spiritual house session soon. Anyways, follow me on Facebook, because I also do, or on Facebook and Instagram, because I'm doing my Astrology, a free daily 15-second horoscope as well. I guarantee you there's nobody doing as many horoscopes as me, and this is what it's all about. So hope you join me on there. Had to put the plug in because that's how I get supported for doing this. I'm kind of pulling out of readings right now, and kind of relying on subscriptions to keep this going, so I can take a little break. I've needed it because it's been a little crazy for me, I'll be honest. Yeah, but anyways, I love you guys. I'm sending you all my best energy, all my love, and get in the ocean. I did a video about Chiron and Pisces. Get in the water, you know. This is definitely a healing time in our lives after the extreme craziness. And don't let anybody fool you. There's a lot of tricksters out there. There's a lot of bullshit out there I've been watching on YouTube. People still like hyping up the craziness. This is a time of really that you can get back into your power again. Trust me. Inspiration, baby, love, hope. Let's go. It's time to go. Anyway, I know this was a long uncut, but I have really gone through a major shift recently, just like I'm sure all of you have. So I'm sending you all my love and light. Thank you guys so much for all the support. leoking.lookstack.com or my apps, Apple and Android, if you want to get me every day. Thanks so much, guys, and I will see you on the next Uncut.